Hello students, how are you? Welcome to iTTV. I'm Miss Sonia, your Form 1 English tutor. Students, how are you feeling today? I'm sure you all are doing really well. Now our topic today is It's a Small World After All, and we will be talking about technology. Now technology is the usage and knowledge of tools, techniques, crafts, systems, or methods of organization. So this is the brief meaning of technology. Now the word technology comes from the Greek word technologia. Remember, technologia, which means the study of something or the branch of knowledge of a discipline. Now, the use of early tools by early humans were partly a process of discovery and partly a process of evolution. Now, some of the tools that early humans started using were stone tools. Now, stone tools were used for farming, killing livestock, killing animals, even to build shelter, which comes to the next part of technology for them, which was clothing and shelter. Now, they came up with clothing and shelter for obvious reasons, students. You see, weather. Now, the weather was unpredictable at that time. There was cold temperature and then there was hot temperature. So, they needed proper clothing and proper shelter to live properly in this weather. Then they obviously came up with fire. Now, fire was one of the greatest inventions or findings. It was a finding of the human race. Without fire, they wouldn't have come up with heat and how to cook meat and all this sort of stuff. Then it came on energy and transport. Now, energy and transport has advanced throughout the years. In the 1800s, they came out with we actually started off with horses and carts. Can you imagine that, students? Driving around with a horse and cart nowadays, it's unheard of. But we did start off with a horse and cart, and look where we are today. We have full out sports cars, jeeps, four-wheel drives, minivans, all sorts of things for different sorts of occasions. So you will realize that as you see the advancement of humans, you see technology plays a very big part in this advancement. Now, domestic technology. Now, what does that mean? Yes, domestic technology is the incorporation of science that is applied in homes. Okay? For instance, air conditioning. Now, most houses have air conditioning because the temperature can be very temperamental at times. It also stabilizes temperature in your homes. You have central heating. Now, central heating is used for places that have or experience cold weathers, right? And then you have cleaning appliances like brooms, dishwasher, washing machines, clothes dryers, all these sort of cleaning appliances. You also have the computer, students. Very important appliance that humans have discovered over the years. Now you will realize the computer has advanced as well. The first computers were as huge rooms. They were stored in huge rooms, and look at the computers we have today. Thin laptops that could easily fit into a bag. This shows the advancement of technology. Now, food preparation. Before the early humans probably just left their meat rotting to one side and finding it smelly and spoiled the next day. We have come up with food storage, canning. Now, canning, you can meat and it keeps it at a longer time wherever you keep your food at. Now, we also came up with the most important appliance in a home, refrigerator. These appliances keep vegetables fresh, milk fresh, even meats fresh. Now, since all these sort of things that help humans we can only be thankful for the advancement of technology. Technology plays a great part in the human race. Do you have and use these gadgets every day? Aren't they simply wonderful? Share with us how these gadgets can keep you occupied as a student. What are they? How useful is the blank to you as a student? Yes, how useful is the computer to you as a student? How useful is the television to you as a student? How useful is the mobile phone to you as a student? So many ways of seeing how technology has helped us advance. Mobile phones, computers, even television. Now, I'm sure most of you don't watch as much television since you're students and you pay more attention to your studies, but it is also a technological advancement. There are various communication devices or ways that have changed this world into a global village. Various ways. We have telephones, computers, we have web cameras, all sorts of things that give us the advanced feelings we have today. If the human race long before had what we have today, they would probably be in a very advanced situation themselves. Now students, we have an exercise that I think all of you will enjoy. Which device or way is suitable for each of the situations mentioned below? So students, this is how our exercise is going to go. You are to choose a device or way which is suitable for the below mentioned situations. Let's take a look at the first one. You are planning to visit your brother who is studying in Australia. Now these are your answers. Telephone, television, cameras, fax machine, mobile phones, video cameras, computer, aeroplanes, bullet trains, web camera, light rail transit, email, internet, bus, newspaper, chat rooms, cars and radio. So students, you see these answers are advancements in different sorts of areas. We have appliances, we have transport and even things such as the newspaper. See different areas of advancement in technology for humans. So our previous question was, you are planning to visit your brother who is studying in Australia. Now what would your answer be? Yes, very good, aeroplanes. Now since Australia is obviously very much further away from Malaysia, you can't get there with a bus or a car. You'd probably take a while to get there by ship, but we don't have ship there. Our next best thing is the aeroplane. Our next question. An important document is to be sent to an office that is in another state. Your answer would be yes, fax machine. Now, the fax machine is a wonderful appliance now, students. You see, a fax machine is something that sort of prints out a document that is sent from another side. It is used if you want to get something to another place very fast in a very short period of time. So the answer to this would be fax machine. Next, a holiday trip that is memorable. Every word and action is recorded. Now, what appliance could you use to help with that process? Every word and action is recorded. Yes, very good, video cameras. Now, the difference between a camera and a video camera, a camera takes pictures. That's it. Now, video camera records actions and words spoken. So if I was talking right now, you could record me as it is. A camera can only take pictures. So in this case, to record every word and action, would you be able to use a video camera? Next, People in Japan use this mode of transport to go to work. And the answer would be bullet trains. Now in Japan, many people use bullet trains to get from one place to another. The streets are filled with cars and pollution, so people tend to use public transport more often. So in Japan, people use bullet trains to get to work. Next question. To avoid traffic jams in Kuala Lumpur, many people travel with this transport. The answer is yes, light rail transit, or better known as the LRT. Now Kuala Lumpur has many stops and stations for the LRT. We also have the Star Putra. Many people in KL use this sort of transportation to get to one place to another. Next, the cheapest and the fastest way of writing to each other. The answer is yes, very simple, the email. Now the email is fast, as fast as lightning, if I can actually say that. You see, I type in something and I send it to the recipient, and it all takes less than a minute. Very fast. The fastest way to contact a person, but it's not cheap to do so. Now the appliance used would be mobile phones. Now many people use mobile phones today. You would not find many people who don't. You see, mobile phones are something that is important to many people because you can get calls anywhere you go. But to use the services provided by many mobile services is expensive. So you may use calls, you may use it to make calls, but remember, it is expensive to do so. Now, final question. Many people still use this mode of transport to get to work. And the answer is the bus. Now students, the transport for buses has been around for a very long time, and it's something that is cheap and most people use it. It may take you a little bit longer to get to a certain point or destination, but it is cheap transport. Now we've come to the end of our lesson, so very quickly let us recap what we learned today. We talked about transportation, appliances. We basically talked about technology, how it has advanced through time, and how the human race has actually thought of new ways to make things quicker, to communicate, to get from one place to another. You see, the human race is an intelligent race. So as the time passes by, we come up with more new things to get us to do things in a simpler way. We've come to the end of our lesson, students, and I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for watching iTTV. I'm Miss Sonia, your Form 1 English tutor.